this is Tony and Abraham, and we're videotaping in a Rose Voice with Mr. Tony Brown. And can you tell us about yourself?
My name is Tony Brown, and I own a high-end auto detail company. So, got a chance to catch up with you guys, and luckily I had a nice car this weekend, so we can kind of figure out what goes on in my line of work.
And can you please tell us the name of your business?
The name of my business is Flawless Elite Detailing. Kind of chose a name so it can stand out. Flawless is it's a couple of people that has a company named Flawless, but Flawless Elite just kind of means, we strive to be perfect and work with the elite group of clientele, and elite group of products, and elite group of cars. So Flawless Elite Detailing, it kind of explains itself.
Oh, that's interesting. And what made you go into this business by yourself?
Well, initially I went into this business with my son. I won't get into the whole story behind it, but a lot of business owners, sometimes they get forced into business. My son wasn't doing so well in school, and I had some problems in the past. And so we got together, and he had some money from an accident he was in when he was younger. And I had the experience, and I had a little money, so we put that money together and went to detail school, actually. I took him, and we went together, and he was interested. He was about 18, I think, at the time. So I started this business actually to help him and myself be self-employed and not have to worry about getting up going to work every day.
That's nice. And what made you establish this type of business?
Well, there's a few different ways you can set up businesses. So it's interesting you asked that question, because my son and I don't work together anymore. So we created Flawless Elite Detailing and Auto Reconditioning. That was the initial name of the company. So it was an LLC, a limited liability company, which gives you, less liability. But we didn't have any employees and things of that nature. So this was the best way to set up this type of business. But maybe in a week or so, I just actually established another business. I named it the same. So it's Flawless Elite Detail, but it's a corporation. So it's only me by myself. It gives you tax breaks in certain areas and a little more protection than the LLC does.
Wow. And so how long have you been in this business?
Let's see. 2012. So about 5 years. Years back, man, like in 2006. I actually went to detailing school with one of my friends, and we were going to start the business together. We couldn't come up with the seed money to start the business, so some years passed, and what I just told you about my son and I, we got together. So it was about 5 years ago, 2012. We went to school together, got a website, put the website together, and we started going out working.
Wow. And so when did your business make its first profit?
Man, it took, I want to say it took about a year, man, or something, because we had to buy equipment initially. We bought a truck, which I'm not sure if we'll make it, but we have a truck we had to buy equipment, we had to buy products. So that sets you back from the beginning. So however much the truck cost and the equipment, I think we're probably about 20, 30 grand, in the hole from the beginning. And when you first start a business, unless you're just kind of lucky, a lot of people don't know you, so you don't make money right away. So I want to say it took probably about a year, man.
And so, like, what kind of organization is your business? Is it like a corporation, a partnership?
Yeah, I kind of reiterating what I said.
Yeah.
Initially, we had an LLC together, limited liability company.
Yeah.
Now it's a corporation, and again, it's set up that way for tax purposes,
Yeah.
and it's in protection too.
Yeah.
Get into lawsuits and different things.
Yeah.
The way you set your business up is very important.
Yeah.
About how the tax laws break down,
Yeah.
and if something ever happened and I'm sued, you know, it kind of goes through the company first before it gets to the actual owner of the company, if it ever gets to the owner. The way the business is set up, it's its own person, actually. So it's me, the owner, then the business. So, you know, it's good to know that we're not together. We're separate. The business has its own quote unquote like social security number.
Yeah.
So
It's like, what are the nature of your customers? Like, in terms of like age, sex, the type of income.
So, I work in a very unique industry, and it's a very unique group of people, actually. A pretty elite group of people, actually.
Yeah.
I started my office is in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I don't have a place, so I go to people's homes and do their cars.
Yeah.
So, like most of my clients are business people. They're business owners, and some of them are pretty wealthy, pretty well off.
Yeah.
So in terms of age, it varies.
Yeah.
When it comes to sex, sometimes I may do women's cars. You know, you may have a mom that has a Mercedes or something, or a BMW.
Yeah.
She wants her car clean. So I deal with, it varies in age, but all adults though, no children, and mostly, excuse me, the majority of my clients are men. The majority are men. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
What are the dangers of that in the business?
So as far as growing the business, because I work with such high-end cars, it's hard to just hire people. You can't just hire anybody to deal with these type of cars, because sometimes people leave their watches, their rings, their money, and some expensive stuff that's in the car sometimes. So it's hard kind of to grow the business in a sense where it's hard to hire employees, because you got to have people you trust. But I have extended my services, so to speak. So I do have clients that I have all the time, and I still have new clients coming. And I'm also a vendor for Lamborghini. So when Lamborghini does events in LA, if they need a detailer, they call me. I go take care of their cars. Some of the liabilities are, like I said, if we scratch or mess up this car, it's not going to cost the same as if we scratch or mess up this truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have to be careful about getting in and out the cars. The cars work differently. If you come over, you can see even the average person walk up to a car, you thinking you're going to open the door from here, and you're like, there's no door handle.
Yeah.
So you come and, you know, you're able to open it. And also there's different buttons and mechanisms that, see the door opening and the door closes by itself. Push it open. You can push it open. So if I'm sitting inside, I can actually get inside of this particular car, and I don't have to even touch the thing. If you step back some with the camera, you'll just see it close. It'll look like magic. So you have to learn about the cars. Also, when you close the doors, you don't slam them. They kind of catch and close on their own. So you just really have to learn about the cars and know that your client, this car I think is $400,000, almost a $500,000 car. So you have to be knowledgeable about those things. So those are some of the dangers. You don't want to mess up somebody's $400,000 car. They're not calling you back again. You take this thing back scratched up, or they're not calling you back. So I have to be really careful about the people I have with me to work alongside me. So that's why it's kind of hard to grow the business, and that's why it's also dangerous.